through the mind, mind through the body. And the body through the senses is perceiving and learning and procuring this world for us to proceed and become knowledgeable. If the consciousness is missing, everything else is missing. We send our very special prayers on this very special day to our Gurus, our God and the Divine Mother, of all religion, of all caste. This world that we live in is the physical world, and this world is also the spiritual world. The world of spirit, the world of body and the matter. Actually, they are not different, but they are having separate identity. Our body of the world is a physical world filled with matter. The body of the spiritual world, existence of the spiritual world, is also different, but they're actually not different. They're in one world. It doesn't mean that you have to run away from the physical world to be in the spiritual world, or to be in the worldly world, you have to run away from the spiritual world. That is the mistake we do. It is like a boat. A boat's job is to be in the water. Boat is now good in the land. The job is to be in the water. But if the water gets into the boat, then there is problem. And especially if it fills up the boat, then the boat will sink. So that watery world is the material matter world. The boat, you and me, in the spiritual world. Little bit of water is in all the boat. When you take away those, then you become completely spiritual. The boat's job is to take us from this end to the other end. Our spiritual world is to take us from that unreal to real, from death to immortality, from darkness to light, to understanding, to reality. To make you understand, there is a beautiful simile. There is a rich man who had 3 sons. Before he died, he said, all my property, half of it will go to my elder son, 1/3 to my second son, and 1/9 to my youngest. The old man died. Everything was quite easy to separate and distribute. But it became problematic when they had to decide, because the old man had 17 elephants. They didn't know what to do and how to do that. How do you develop half of that 17 elephant to the elder, 1/3 to the second, and 1/9? So they went to a wise sage. The sage, when he heard, he smiled and he said, okay, let me do one thing. I have only 1 elephant. As a sage, as a saint, as a sadhu, we had 1 elephant. He said, let me loan my elephant to your father, 17 elephant. Now it becomes 18. A half of that becomes 9. So 9 goes to the elder son. Now 1/3 of 18 is 6, goes to the second son. And 1/3, 1/9 of the 18 is 2, goes to the younger son. So how much is it? It is 9 plus 6 plus 2 is 17. So your 17 elephants are distributed. What is left is 1 elephant. That comes back to me. That was a loaned elephant. So what is this? This world is filled with zeros. We forget to put that 1 before the 0. And we are racing after the 0, which remains 0, and we feel something is not right in our world. So we are searching. And yet, this search could be so simplified. The great masters in this world have laid down those simplicities. That look, don't forget that 1. Do whatever you like. Notice when the 1 came in, 17 became completely solved. Here and my life gets solved with me. When the 1 is put before the 0, it becomes thousands and millions and crores and whatever numbers you wish. Put the zeros, add whatever you like, but don't get mixed with it. Don't let the water get into the boat. Don't let the worldliness get into you. Be in the world, but it detached. Both cannot be mixed and churned and put it into a mixie with water. It is separate identity. This identity you understand, these special days, actually our Guru Purnima is every day. Every day the Atma Param Guru. The Guru is inside of you. And that Guru's special pranam, always and every day morning, every day night, through the day. Just like you keep looking at your face when you go to the washroom, just like you keep tidying your hair or whatever things, or you check your email and SMS, keep constantly in awareness of that supreme divinity. You are the only one which is true. We are not real. It appears to be real. There's a great saint where he doesn't belong to any order, but Ramakrishna Mission and many other centers, they go down to visit and be with him for a month or so, north of Gangotri, Tapovan. So hearing all this, the Delhi television people said, let's go and film them and show it to the world how tough their life is, and the Maharaj Sant is living there. So the TV team goes, one of the very special monk, he is an IIT gold medalist, became a monk, very young. Today he is speaking like, say, something like about 1/10 or maybe 100. I can't put a number because always we try to memorize by number. Is like Swami Vivekananda, this gentleman is speaking. Very young, must be 30, 32, 33. And brilliant speaker. He was in that monk's ashram that time, spending a month. He was telling me this story. He said Delhi television people came, Doordarshan, and the director came and said, Maharaj, we want your blessing. Can we film you? So he said, what will happen after that? He said, see, if I film you, I can show it to the world how you have lived, how you've given your life to the God, and how people should become aware and spend every day a little bit of time. So he said, what will happen if you film me? So he said, you see this screen? They had generated and all. He said, you will come into that screen and they will see in the screen in their home. He said, like what? So he said, while coming, we had taken a shot of Gangotri Gomukhi. I'll show you. He showed the shot, Gangotri, water is pouring in Gomukhi. So Maharaj saw like that. He looked at it for a while and then he said, hey, there a lota badai, give me my lota. He took the lota and he told the director, thoda pani do na, hum piyenge. The director started laughing. He said, Maharaj, ye dikhta hai, asliyaat mein nahi hai. So Maharaj smiled and he looked at everybody. He said, ye sab dikhta hai. This mountain, the rocks, you and me, this is not real. It appears to be real. So yours and my journey is this real. There's a tiger who was chasing a deer in the forest. The deer ran and ran and ran and suddenly found a hermit. He went to the sage and said, "Save me, save me, save me. Don't tell the tiger I'm here." The sage said, "Okay, you go inside and sit down." So the deer went inside and stayed there. Tiger came. He went and asked the same, "You are a rishi. Have you seen the deer?" So the saint, the yogi, he can't tell lies. He said, "Who are you asking this question?" He said, "To you." He said, "Who's me? Which me? Are you asking my eye?" But the eye cannot speak. My eye can't tell. Are you asking my mouth? My mouth can speak, but mouth cannot see. And similarly, various organs. Who are you asking this question? So you and I don't realize this is a very small simile. Who is coordinating this eye and the ear and the mouth and the brain and making us perceive this world? Our Guru says there are some very simple ways by which you can unearth that consciousness which is coordinating your eye, your ears, your senses, your mind, your brain. Our mind can be our best friend. Our mind can be the worst enemy. How do you make your mind the best friend? Is the process. And the moment the mind becomes the best friend, you suddenly find best friends do what? Wherever you go, even if the friend doesn't like, they'll say, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to so and so." They say, "Come, I'll come with you." What will happen with the mind? Mind will go with you wherever you go. And soon, minds will they be there and you will go beyond the mind. There is absolute bliss and tranquility and simple understanding of everything which is happening around us, towards which very simple processes are there. Today, on this very auspicious Guru Purnima day, which is, as you all know, the great saint Rishi Vyasa, on his birthday it is being celebrated today. Today is also, the moon is red. You can see the moon. That's totally called blood moon. It's happening after a long time and will happen again after a long time. I think 2021 it's supposed to happen. These auspicious conjunctions of the whole planetary system focuses something like early in the morning, Brahma Muhurta, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. If you do meditation, whole world focuses on to allowing you to get focused. You will suddenly find that same body which used to say, "I don't have energy," but if the mind felt like doing it, then you have lots of energy. Husband comes home, wife says, "How was the day?" "Oh, don't tell me, I am very dead tired." Wife says, "Shall I give you some coffee?" "Yeah, okay." Suddenly a phone call comes. The wife picks up the phone. He says, "You know the neighboring, your foursome bridge players, they don't have one player. They're asking for one more. You're tired, shall I tell them?" No, I'll go." So mind wanted to go. So the mind went. The other my idea is to make the mind be on a certain discipline. You have to discipline that mind by certain simple observations. What we do, we are like the waves in this world, each one of us, different wave. Notice every wave has got a different characteristics. Every wave has a different shape. Some little bubble, some froth, some like a child, some little bigger, youth. And each one of those youthful waves are also different from each other. They're all playing. And along with the playing in the ocean, They are bubbly, they're chirpy, they're making sound and they're moving towards the shore. Some are very big. You look at that wave, you and I are those waves, and we say, oh, that wave I can never be. Maybe George Bush wave, or maybe Bill Gates wave, or maybe Dhirubhai Ambani or Lakshmikant Mittal wave, or maybe Narendra Modi wave, and we say, oh, they're too big. Can't be like them. One wave who's playing with me suddenly says, can you see that shoreline? What happens in that shoreline? He said, when you go there and you meet the shoreline, you die. I said, die? What is die? You don't know. You will not be a wave anymore. I said, what will I be? You will become water. I said, water? Where does water come from? He said, you are water. He said, me? I'm not water, I'm a wave. He said, you touch yourself, put your hand inside, put all over, everywhere you're water. He said, I don't believe you. You and I are all consciousness, that infinite consciousness, but we can't perceive it. We can't see it and touch it, and we say this is not real. You and I can't touch and feel that EMF which is taking us in this digital world through WhatsApp and SMS. But we know now it is real, because we studied a little bit on that. This wave is still a little worried. He says, will my wife, my husband die? I said, yes, they will die. Will my children die? I said, your parents, children, everybody will die when they go there. I said, really? So I'm a little worried now. What is this worry about death and they're talking about? I'll not be there anymore. A Vedantist wave comes in. He's very looking worried. He said, he's just not told me I'm going to die. You don't like dying? He says, no, I don't want to die. I said, okay. You can choose not to die. He said, how? He said, Vedantist way. I said, what is that? He said, become still. Don't move now. Become still. Become silent. What will happen? So when a wave becomes still and silent, what happens to the wave? Wave is not a wave anymore. It becomes the ocean. So when you and I learn to be still and silent, and everyday practice through the day, particularly in the morning for at least an hour plus, and in the evening an hour, you say, where is the time? Okay, cut it down. Slowly you will see your 10-15 minutes in the evening will certainly increase. You know why? Because when you love that pizza, you feel like having one more slice. And may go to 2 slices or 3 slices. In a pizza, there could be a problem. You might have loose motion if you eat too much. But in this, you get absolutely in divine dream. And you slowly see that amount of joy and peace that you get in that, when you become silent, it might take you a year, may take 6 weeks, may take 2 years, depending on where you're studying from. But start you must. Today we will do one little practice of little breathing, a little meditation for those who are first time. Those who have been with us for a while, we continue with the same process. And while we are doing it, we request our beloved devotees who come down here, and they would sing gently to help you to just be into another world with all the lights off. So in this process we will sit down, sit normally in Sukhasana, Padmasana or Sahajasana, whatever you are comfortable with, and you follow a little bit of the voice, and after that you are on your own. To start with, I will just talk about with the divine grace of our beloved Guru, Sri Sri Paramahamsa Yogananda. With his permission, we pray to Sri Sri Krishna to the Son of God Jesus Christ, to Mahavatar Babaji, the Deathless Master, Sri Sri Lahiri Mahasaya, Sri 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 Yukteswar Giri, our beloved Gurudev Paramahamsa Yogananda, saints of all religion, Swami Sri Vivekananda, Holy Mother Sisi Shardama, Paramahamsa Ramakrishna, to bless us, to hold our hand, to take us to the Supreme Divinity Babaji, Krishna, and Divine Mother, who is the creator of all, to hold our hand, fulfill all our dreams and wishes, particularly to the one, so that we may unite in this world with the Divine Mother, Param Brahma, in a fully conscious state of Samadhi in this life alone, while fulfilling 100% the worldly duty of the boat across the water, to be in this world and yet not be attached and be immersed in the world. Do our work and fulfill. With their blessings, every day morning, every day night, as in today, we begin as of from this day. In this, the first and the simple process, you do what we call is tuning in, like you're tuning in BBC or Voice of America in the radio. In the tuning in, you sit still, your back is straight, shoulders square, right over left palm in Dhyana Mudra or Jnana Mudra. Eyes are closed and focused between the eyebrow and looking above the horizon by about 5 to 15 degrees above. Chin is slightly tilted up. If it is kept straight, we tend to think about worldly things. If it is down, then you think about worldly things to low down things, and mind gets clobbered up. So keep the eyes up in the same sitting, same time. If you just shift your chin, you will see suddenly different thoughts surge into your head. Keep the chin little up. Sit straight. Pull your palm close to the junction of the thigh and the body. Automatically your shoulder blades are pulled back, chest is straightened. Take simple breath 6 times. Not long, deep breath, but simple breath. As if from the tip of the nose till the third eye, Agya Chakra, between the eyebrows. Only that much. And follow the breath. Just follow the breath. When you reach to the Agya Chakra, hold there as long as you comfortably can. And then breathe out. Timing should be similar. Breathing in, holding, and breathing out. If it is 6 count up, 6 count hold, 6 count down. But not more than 20 counts. Up to 15, 20 count is comfortable. Do that for 6 times. After that, we just follow one simple process, and that is called Hamsa. Hamsa breathing. You breathe in, and as you're breathing in, you follow the breath. Same tip of the nostril to between the eyebrow. Breathing in, following the breath. So what's our task in this process of the beginning of the meditation? Very simple. Watch your breath. That's the golden word. Forget everything else. Just watch your breath. As you're watching it, going up, holding, coming down. Now when you're watching your breath, you don't have to hold anymore. Breathing in tuning in, you were holding. Now you're not holding anymore. You're breathing normally and watch the breath. As you reach the Ajna Chakra, wait, don't breathe out. Let Guru, God and the Divine Mother breathe out through you. Just say, God, Mother, Guru, you are the one who is breathing through me. You will find, you will get a message to breathe out. And as you breathe in, again, you don't breathe in. Don't breathe in mechanically. Watch your breath. God, Guru and the Divine Mother will breathe through you, who is keeping us alive. You will soon find within 6 to 10, 15 breaths, your breath will become very calm and very pleasurable, very gentle. Breathe in like that for about 5 to 10 minutes. After that, don't follow the breath, just sit still. Light music will run in the background. It is to commemorate today's Guru Purnima. In your home, the music is in your heart. Music is in your love for God, love for Mother. Let's begin with tuning in.
नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां कवित्ववाराशि निशाकराभ्यां दौर्भाग्यदावां बुधमालिकाभ्यां दूरीकृतानम्र विपत्तिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नताययो श्रीपतितां समीयो कदाचिदभ्यास दरिद्रवर्याः मूकाश्च वाचस्पतितां हिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नानीकनिकाश पदारुदाभ्यां नानाविमोहादि निवारिकाभ्यां नमज्जनाभीष्टततिप्रदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्यां गुरु बिना ऐसी कौन करे। 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 माला तिलक मनोहर बाला। माला तिलक मनोहर बाला। मैं सिर छत्र धरे। मैं सिर छत्र धरे। गुरु बिना ऐसी कौन करे। गुरु बिना ऐसी कौन करे। सागर के बूढ़त राख्यो। भव सागर के बूढ़त राख्यो। दीपक हाथ धरे। दीपक हाथ धरे। भव सागर के बूढ़त राख्यो। भव सागर के बूढ़त राख्यो। दीपक हाथ धरे। दीपक हाथ धरे। गुरु बिना ऐसी कौन करे। गुरु बिना ऐसी कौन करे। सूर श्याम गुरु ऐसो समरथ। सूर श्याम गुरु ऐसो समरथ। छिनमेले उधरे। छिनमेले उधरे। सूर श्याम गुरु ऐसो समरथ। सूर श्याम गुरु ऐसो समरथ। छिनमेले उधरे। छिनमेले उधरे। गुरु बिना ऐसी कौन करे। 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 The body is pot of poison. Guru is reservoir full of nectar. If I cut my head for Guru, it would be still be a cheap bargain. यह तन विष की बेलरी, गुरु अमृत की खान। शीश दियो जो गुरु मिले, तो भी सस्ता जाए।
गुरु बिन कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिन कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिन कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिन कौन बताए पार। बड़ी विकट यमुनार, बड़ी विकट यमुनार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए क्रांति की पहाड़ी नदिया बीच में, क्रांति की पहाड़ी नदिया बीच में, अहंकार की लाल, क्रांति की पहाड़ी नदिया बीच में, अहंकार की लाल, बड़ी विकट यमुनार, बड़ी विकट यमुनार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार। काम क्रोध दो पर्वत ठारे, काम क्रोध दो पर्वत ठारे, लोभ चोर संहार, काम क्रोध दो पर्वत ठारे, काम क्रोध पर्वत ठारे, लोभ चोर संहार, बड़ी विकट यमुनार, बड़ी विकट यमुनार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए पार, गुरु बिना कौन बताए गुरु बिना कौन, गुरु बिना कौन, गुरु बिना कौन बताए
I face both God and my Guru. Whom should I bow down first? I first bow down to my Guru because he is the one who showed me the path to God. गुरु गोविंद दोहो खड़े काके लागो पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपने, गोविंद दियो बताए।
कृष्ण भजन। श्याम राधे कोई न कहता, कहते राधे श्याम। जन्म जन्म के भाग जगाए बिन राधा राधा के राग चारुकेशी में है ये। तो चारुकेशी हमारे इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक, भारतीय शास्त्रीय संगीत में समय चक्र एक बहुत बड़ा अहमियत रखता है। तो ये इसी समय के अनुसार इसी राग में देखिए कैसे जब शाम ढलते हैं, ये करीब 6 साढ़े 6 बजे, तो इसी वाणी को हम कैसे उसको चेंज करके राधा के बिना राधे श्याम, राधा के बिना श्याम, राधे श्याम, बोलो राधे राधे, बोलो राधे राधे, बोलो राधे 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 राधे। यह है राग यमन। अभी इसी को जब हम थोड़ा रात को जाते हैं तो राग मानकोस में कैसे इसको करेंगे। वाणी लेकिन वही है, एक ही है, वाणी में कोई चेंज नहीं हो रहा। सगा मगा गमग सनि सगा धनि सगा मग सगा मदनी धनि सनि धनि मग मग सगा। राधा के बिना शाम आधा कहते राधे श्याम, राधा के बिना शाम आधा कहते राधे श्याम, बोलो राधे बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, राधा के बिना शाम आधा कहते राधे श्याम, बोलो राधे बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, राधा के बिना शाम आधा कहते राधे श्याम, जन्म जन्म के भाग्य गाए एक राधा का, बोलो राधे बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, बोलो राधे बोलो राधे 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 राधे, बोलो राधे बोलो 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 राधे बोलो राधे बोलो राधे राधे राधे, बोलो राधे बोलो राधे राधे राधे, बोलो
If the whole earth is transformed into paper, all trees turn into pens, and if all the water in the 7 oceans are transformed into writing ink, even then the glories of Guru cannot be written down. सब धरती कागज करो, लेखनी सब बन राय, 7 समुद्र की मसी करो, गुरु गुण लिखा न जाए।
राम नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट, अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाए। तेरे मन में राम, तेरे मन में राम, तन में राम, रोम रोम में राम रे, शाम सुमर ले ध्यान लगा ले, छोड़ जगत के काम रे। बोलो राम बोलो राम, बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो राम बोलो राम, भाव